Howdy, folks. Hey, some good news tonight. I'm finally starting to get broken in at this new job so I can actually do stuff after I get home from work now. Finally getting used to all this standing up and stuff. It's not that I'm not already used to physical jobs or semi-physical jobs, but where I came from didn't have anywhere near as much standing up as I have now. So, I've been coming home and been barely able to do anything except listen to talk radio and then collapse at like 8 o'clock at night. So it's good that I can actually start doing stuff in the evenings again. Oh yeah! Anyways, check out this comment from Raptor ZX3 about the last Windows 8 thing that I did. At first I thought it was the BIOS's fault. Response: ha! I totally forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Then again, I wonder if Dell even still has a support page for that machine these days. And even so, how useful are the BIOS updates, blah blah blah. Anyways, yeah, this is in response to the last Windows 8 experiment thing that I did with the whole Windows 8 versus the archaic, outdated Dell. But let's go dig around and see what exactly Dell has, if anything still, for that dinosaur and see if there is a BIOS update. Because if there is, and I can apply the BIOS update via floppy disk, then I'll just download it on Piano over here, find a floppy that still works, if I even still have one buried somewhere, and apply it that way and see if it does anything. First, we gotta take a look for BIOS updates. They do! They do! Ha 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 ha! Dimension L blank CX. Those don't look like, none of those computers look like the one I'm actually getting stuff for, though, but we do have something here. Dell BIOS, optional, release date October 2001. Let's see if we can get this onto the system somehow. Let's download it. Did I call it or did I call it? Floppy. Okay, enough making custom sound effects here. Basically, you either get a floppy, you either get something that goes on a floppy disk, something that goes on a floppy disk, or something that makes a floppy disk. So let's download that, put it on a USB drive, and take it over to Piano and see if I have a floppy disk around that actually still works. Gee, I wonder. Dun 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 dun. Somewhere deep in a forgotten corner of my closet, I stumbled upon relics of a lost era of personal computing. Let's blow the dust off of this one. Latest Epoc's BIOS. This would be the last BIOS update disk from the motherboard that I had on the very first computer I ever built that died of capacitor plague many years ago. But enough of the history lesson. I only want to know one thing and one thing only. Does the disk still work? Work, you piece of crap. Work! Or you're getting thrown in the paper shredder. Sorry if I'm so hyper, but I had coffee at my 2 o'clock break this afternoon, and work was pretty crazy. So if I'm a little wired, you're gonna have to forgive me. Does it read double click? I am not seeing any lights. Uh-oh, we're in trouble already. The disk in drive A is not formatted. Do you want to format it now? It might be because it's a BIOS disk. So if it's because it's a BIOS disk, then of course it's not going to work in Windows if it's supposed to. I don't know. Let's just see if the thing will even format. There is no disk in drive A. Insert a disk and then try again. Uh-oh. Let's dig through the rest of that thing and see if we can find a disk that'll actually work. BIOS! My old BIOS boot disk from the year 2000 or so. Does it work? Let's see here. Right click. Come on, open the menu. I'm still not getting any read lights though. It's not even trying to read. Maybe I have to check the cables on the floppy drive. Does this floppy drive even still work? I may have to get a USB floppy drive in order to actually use floppy disks again, but come on, that'd be like if I went out and bought another VCR. There's no disk in drive A. Insert a disk and try again. Okay, well, I'm not even getting any lights, that's the thing. I know there are lights on the floppy drive. Well, let's try double-clicking it and see what happens. Click. Nope, nothing. Totally dark. Okay, we are back down here yet again, looking at this ancient Dellasaurus yet again. Now here's what happened. I kept trying disk after disk after disk. Shut up, Cygate firewall, it's not even up to date. I kept trying disk after disk after disk in piano, and maybe the floppy drive's not working, because I never got any kind of read lights or anything, so not like I use floppies a lot anyway, so I'm not exactly up to snuff on keeping my floppy drives working. Then it occurred to me, in a rather genius kind of moment here, why in the world was I trying to copy everything over on that machine? This thing's got USB, and it's got a floppy drive. Let's try using the hardware on this piece of junk. Why I didn't consider that before, I don't know. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have had any coffee at my 2 o'clock break this afternoon. Of course, with only 2 USB 1.1 ports grand total on the entire machine, I kind of had to make some sacrifices here. So I'm going to have to get this thing off of the thumb drive or flash drive without a keyboard. That should be doable. There's the file. And of course, while I was recording that last clip, I had the USB hub sitting right there. Okay, next question. Does the floppy drive still work? 3 discs. My last Epic's BIOS disc from a long time ago, the BIOS boot floppy from a long time ago, and this thing that just says Intel on it, also from a long time ago. It's floppy disks. I haven't used these things on a regular basis in a long time. Latest Epic's BIOS, go! 3, 2, 1. Yes, the drive works, and the disk works, I think. Let's format it. Some nice archival footage of a floppy drive formatting a disk coming right up. 3.5-inch fat, default allocation size, etc., 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 and we're ready to click start and go. Because, warning, formatting will erase all data on the disk. It's like if your car had a warning, hitting the brakes will slow down the car. Are you sure? And go. Windows cannot format this drive. Quit any disk utilities or other programs using this drive. And make sure that no window is displayed. What a stupid technicality. You gotta close the window and then, okay, let's try this again. Start! Yes, I want to erase everything on the disk. Go. Some retro disk drive noises for you folks. Sometimes it reminds you of Morse code a bit. Slow piece of junk floppy drive. No wonder you're obsolete. Darn it! If this was an SD card, this would have been done a long time ago. Yeah. Gotta love old technology. Back in the days when formatting removable media meant you can go out and heat up a cup of coffee while it was formatting. A couple more squares to go on the progress bar. Anywho. Ding! You've got mail. Format complete. Dell computer self-extracting diskette set. 1 diskette. Dell flash BIOS blah 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 setup. Okay, a command prompt. I almost said DOS prompt. Dell Computer Corporation self-extracting diskette say we need 1 formatted diskette to continue. Okay, batch file, do your thing. Enter. Put a formatted blank diskette into drive A and press enter. Diskette image description, blah blah blah, is about to be overwritten with new information. Do you wish to continue? Yes, duh. Why do you think I'm running this program? Of course, this is from back in the day when erasing a floppy could erase something important. Anyways. Hey, cool! It found a disk in the drive! And it's writing, and writing, and writing. By the way, this thing is what, 0.5 meg in size, grand total? Well, yeah, 516K, but floppy disks are only 1.44 megs in anyway, so all this time for that blippity little amount of data. Such archaic stuff. End of the diskette set. Press enter. Okay. And it's gone. Okay, let's see what it does here. Okay, as if there hasn't been enough retro moments while doing this stuff. Here we go, a flashback to the days when you had to put a disk in a machine and turn it on in order for it to boot. Go! Now, if this thing works, it should go straight to the floppy before trying to boot off of the empty optical drive. Okay. Del. Okay, and come on, finish the post. There it goes. And the beep. Okay, boot off the floppy, huh? We know the floppy drive works. And it is. Starting MS-DOS. Let's see what we've got here. MS-DOS. Nowadays that'd be like an open source DOS or something. Free DOS or something like that. It's making different noises now. Okay, verifying system config, press any key to continue. Ooh, yeah, we are making quite a jump here. Press Y to replace A07 BIOS with A14 BIOS. So I don't know what kind of improvements this is going to create for this ancient, outdated system, but let's just see what happens. BIOS update in progress, please wait. Well, that's pretty tame. Usually they're like, you better not pull the plug, you're gonna break your system. Oh, I spoke too soon. The BIOS is currently being updated. Do not reboot or power down until the update is completed, typically within 3 minutes. Yep, here it goes. We don't want to brick the system. It'd be pretty sad to have this machine go out that way if, say, for whatever reason, the power suddenly went out. Beep, beep. Okay. Flash program successful. Press any key to reboot. Where's the any key? Signs of life. Whew. Okay, start up. Starting Windows. Okay, so now let's see if it'll actually boot off of DVDs now. Ooh, not good. The little slide cover thing got stuck. That used to be a sign that your disc was on its way out. Oh well. And this old thing is Printosaurus Rex no more. Of course, this is going to require a restart. But guess what we're going to do while the machine's restarting? That's right. Let's see if this thing will boot off of DVDs now. More nostalgia. Windows 8 Consumer Preview 64-bit install attempt on this piece of junk, Dellasaurus. Take whatever it is. Go! Faster drive, anyways. It's funny how this ancient drive from 2000 opens and closes quicker than the much newer one I tried last time. Alright, let's hope quick boot mode works this time. Let's go. Load up, you piece of junk. Okay, after the machine just sat there for who knows how long, I decided to just delete into the BIOS instead, and sure enough, quick boot was turned off, so I switched it back on. Changed all the other settings back, and the boot order was wrong. CD was after hard drive, just like this thing originally was out of the box. Bad news, though. Click, and there is absolutely nothing that represents anything USB. So if this thing still won't boot off of the boot DVD, it's back to the drawing board yet again. Save changes and exit. Okay, now it's do or something else time. If this thing doesn't work. Oh, beep beep, what's that? Okay, drive activity and a blinking cursor. No, that did not do it. Here we go yet again, back into Windows 2000. And it's got to be a drive in the system. It can't be USB anything because there's nothing in the boot order for that. So, Raptor ZX3, got any more bright ideas? Nah, just kidding. Yeah, it was worth a shot. I'm sure if I can figure something else out, I'd love to see if the consumer preview will work on this. Or maybe I should just get the 32-bit edition and stop being an idiot. You know? See if the 32-bit edition works. Either way, back to the drawing board yet again. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.
Epic fail.